Hello, happy Friday everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. We're in my sewing room and it's Friday. Day to chat, a day to visit. So let's do that. What do you think? Okay, so if you don't know about Fridays, Friday is Friday Sews, and it's a little bit of chatting about sewing and life and whatever. I'd like to begin with sewing because I'm on my mission, and this is my third week to talk about it and many more weeks to come because I'm on a core wardrobe mission, and so many of you are commenting that you're here for it, on the same journey. So let's do it. I've got a new piece to add to the core wardrobe, and it's this lovely cardigan, and it's long. Whoopsie. Okay, let me get my hair out of the way here. It's long. Oh my gosh, this just turned out so nice. This is the Sinclair. It's a independent pattern. Sinclair is the pattern company. Harper Classic Knit Cardigan is the pattern. So this cardigan is very versatile. It has a short, a mid, a long, and a duster. So this is the duster. And oh man, I don't know where the hair needs to go. Out of my way is where it needs to go. So this is day 2 hair. Day 2 hair can go any direction. It can be really bad or really good, and I'm gonna stick with this. What do you think? I've got a place to be this evening, so I'm happy I fixed it. Okay, back to the pattern. You didn't really need to hear all that, right? So I am super happy with this. Now I made this exact cardigan for my mother and one for my aunt last spring or whenever. I'm going to show you a picture of me wearing it, and I wanted it. So now I have my own, and it's out of natural fibers. It's a bamboo. This bamboo is so nice. This one's a heavier weight, and it's kind of a mid-weight, and it's just perfect for this cardigan. It just flows. Let me show you me wearing it. I filmed it wide so you would get a listen of that waterfall. Isn't that lovely? But oh my gosh, isn't this drape so nice? I don't think I need the side slits. So I've paired it with a t-shirt that I made last year, and I wasn't sure. It feels like bamboo, but I wasn't sure. So I have gotten to wear I burn everything. Do I need to show you a video of that? I burn everything. I don't know what this is, but it burned like bamboo. It burned nice. It didn't curl up and turn into plastic at all. So I'm keeping this as a good fabric. And I have a pair of pants too. So, oopsie, hair everywhere. So this is, I think, a natural fiber. That's the way it burned. So basically, if it turns into plastic, a little glob of plastic, that's what it is, plastic. If it turns into something more like it burns like paper or wood, then it's probably a bamboo or cotton or something like that. So I'm not an expert in this. That's just what I do. Now, I burn everything. Carefully. Trust me on this. So I paired it with this green top and a pair of leggings. The leggings are ready to wear, but that is definitely on my list to replace with some bamboo. Something a lighter weight than this. Something a little bit more, just, lighter. So it'll be nice and stretchy, comfy, but leggings, I live in them, so I'll probably want several pair. And that'll be worth it. Totally worth it. So I showed you my first 2 pieces was a skirt and a top, the violet color. And I've got some other colors of bamboo, but I've got a lot of black. Black's going to be my base, and solid colors are fine, and I'm here for it. That's okay with me. However, I love love, love a bold print. So that is my mission search right now, is to find a bold print in a really nice natural fabric. And I met up with a girlfriend of mine who's been sewing her whole life, and I just thought I'd quiz her about fabrics. And I took away so much information, but one of the things that I got out of that was that pretty much every fiber can be in it, and it can be soft. And so I started searching for silk, knit silk, and I found, I'm going to show you one. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is so pretty. So this will be featured in a fabric haul that I'm going to do. I have a couple of other things on the way that I'll do of some other prints. But this, look at this. This is a piece of bamboo I ordered previously. Look at that. Are you seeing a little trend here? Oh my gosh, that definitely will mix and match. This is super soft. It's got a lot of stretch. Not as much as the bamboo, but enough for a really nice, oh, I don't know. Now, of course, I'm tempted to make a dress out of this, but for the core wardrobe, I want pieces. So I'll probably make some mix and match pieces. And also with a bold print like this, I'm more likely to make something super simple and let the print be the star. Whereas if it was busy and frilly, it's just a lot. And I've done that, and I've noticed it's just a lot. When I'm wearing it, it's a lot. So I'll be doing something fun with this. Stay tuned. I thought I would show you kind of where my head was. I definitely want some prints, but I want more solids for the core and a few prints, and then a few pieces that are a little more stylized or stylish, whereas I've got all the basics to mix in with some fab things. So I've got my ideas going very much, but I've got a fabric haul that'll be coming. I haven't got everything yet, but I've got some ideas on prints, and it is hard. It's hard. It's hard to find prints in these natural bamboo, modal. Hard. It's hard to find. So, and expensive. I mean, I got addicted to the cheap of polyester. I mean, polyester is so cheap, and there's a reason. So, what can I say? I'm on a mission, and I'm just really happy with what I have so far. So let me tell you a little bit about this sweater. I call it a sweater. You call it a cardigan, I call it a sweater. I know we have all these different words for things, so I'm just going to stick with cardigan since that's what the pattern calls it. So cardigan, duster length, love it with leggings. I might like it with some wide pants too, or that skirt. But I feel like a long duster is best under something skinny. That's the leggings or a skinny skirt or skinny pants. That's the best. Maybe a wide leg pant could be a thing if it's super drapey. But a full skirt under a duster just looks like a lot of fabric. So that's kind of where my head is. And when I was making this, I just was in my head, like, I know how to make this. I know how to make this. So I did what I always do, and I ended up sewing up the side seams without realizing that I might want slits. So no slits. I got no slits. So I made myself a note, and I put it right there. Do you want split sides? Just be careful. Don't do your side seams until you decide. On the duster, you've got the option for the slits on the sides. And if I feel like after wearing this that I want those slits, I will go back and try to figure out how I can make that work with as little fabric as possible. The other thing was these sleeve bands. They were too big, and I just have hair of everybody. My hair, dog hair, cat hair. Another thing about black is it shows hair. So let me show you my dilemma with the sleeves. So far I'm loving how this is turning out, but I didn't like the sleeve. Look at it. My band is just huge. And if I want to slide it up, you know how you slide it up? I can't do it and hold my phone. So I shortened it by almost, this is more than an inch. So this will be perfect. So when I do this, it'll stay, right? But when I do it on this side, it's still flopping. See it? So I marked it on my pattern. I'm just going to make my pattern cuff a little smaller, especially if I'm going to be sewing with bamboo, which is stretchier. I still haven't ironed this, and I haven't decided if I'm going to top stitch it or not. I kind of like it the way it is. It just needs to be pressed. But super cute. Okay, so another thing, a mistake. I actually made a mistake on this. It's supposed to have splits on the sides, and I just sewed it up. So I'm going to wear it, and if I miss those slits, I could go back and redo it. But I made myself a little note to warning. If you want slits, think ahead. I made a little note in my instructions. So it's beautiful, isn't it? They were so big, right? Well, I love on a long sleeve to go like this. And those big cuffs, they didn't look good, and they wouldn't hold my sleeves up like this. So I had to take them in. So I also took them in on my pattern pieces. Something's squeaking right outside the window. Can you hear it? Sounds of nature. So I adjusted my pattern. Also, when I did my band that went all the way around, it was a little short. And so I had to shorten the whole thing to match it. And I don't know why. So I gave myself a little room to breathe on that and added to my pattern piece a little bit extra. I'd rather have it too long than too short. And then I can decide how I'm going to treat the bottom later. You know, how I'm going to do my hem. But I don't want to have to shorten it to match my band. So I made my band longer. So constantly tweaking that pattern is something that's great. And you all know, if you've been listening to me, that I transfer all my patterns to pattern paper, and somebody is up there on a big roll, and I have the paper from Waywag, and it's meant for this, and I lay my pattern underneath and I trace it. And someone asked me if I had a video on how I did that, and I do. Do you see that bug? Someone asked me if I have a video on that, and I do. It's just super old, and so I got some weird comments. It's not that great, so I put it on unlisted. So what I think I want to do is do it over now, because I do some things so different than I did a few years ago. We're all growing, right? I learned how to do that at a sewing class that I took a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and so I've kind of adapted it to my own way of doing things. So I'd like to do a new video on how I trace out my patterns. I do show that probably a lot when I'm showing my sew-alongs. So if you want to see any of my sew-alongs, probably show me a little bit of how I fix my patterns. But I would like to dedicate a video just to how I trace my patterns out, because I love it. I love it. I mean, that pattern is so sturdy that I can really tweak it and play with it and write notes on it. Can't do that with that tissue. Plus, it preserves my original pattern. It's not cut at all. It's just traced. So I just fold it up and put it back in the envelope. So if I want to make that for someone else in a different size, I'll just trace out another pattern. And I like tracing it. It's not hard. So if that's something you might want, I'm going to do it soon. So next up, I definitely want some warm pants. Because I did buy some fleece, sweatshirt fleece bamboo. So let's see how that turns out. And more tops. And I want to do something with some patterns. I mean, prints. You know what a pattern is a pattern. A print is on the fabric. I'm constantly calling them different things. But I want to get some prints into this core ASAP. And so I'm excited about that. And so fabric haul on that is coming soon. It's just not all here yet. This fabric haul is all natural fibers, and I'm not a purist, so it might have a little tiny bit of, something to make it stretchy. So it might not be like 100% bamboo, but it'll be like 95, and then 95, whatever it needs to be stretchy, spandex, that kind of thing. So if you're looking for somebody who's just like 100%, it's probably never going to be me, because I really want that extra stretch that you get, and the rebound, so it rebounds. It doesn't just stretch and stay there. So I think this silk was 100% silk. I don't know that it had any any spandex in it, so I will look that up before I do that fabric haul and tell you. So we'll see, but that's going to be fun. I mean, I haven't seen the other couple. I think I have 1 or 2 more prints coming. It's super hard for me to find a print I like. You know, even in the double brush poly, I would search and search for a print, and to find something I like took a lot, and now it's narrowed way down. So, oh my gosh, right? But that's coming. So I've been excited. I've been excited and enjoying, and oh my gosh, I will wear the heck out of this sweater. I might want another one. The duster is awesome. I wear a lot of leggings in the winter. I like them with tunics, with dresses, with a duster. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to sit down and just make leggings for a while because I want them to be just perfect, like fit me perfect. Okay, so that's it for sewing and personal. You know, we're just loving hanging out in our garden. The garden just gets prettier every day. It's almost like countdown. Like, how much longer will the garden be there? And then suddenly it's cold and winter hits and it's all gone till next spring. And so we spent a lot of time just working on the greenhouse and getting it up to snuff. So not as much time like planting and adding to our garden. And I have so many more ideas than ever, and I just want to show you where we're at. So I'll take you on a little tour. Things are getting so pretty, and hubby is all in. Like, he loves gardening. Like, he's the person who, I sound like a Valley girl, like he's the person who decides where all the plants are going to go. He keeps them alive. I'm just the grand vision person, okay? And when he's working really hard out there, I do sit down and keep him company. That's my idea of helping. But he is loving it, and so I'm loving it. So we're having a great time with it, and just look forward to. And we're having company to have kind of celebrate the greenhouse. So it's like barbecue greenhouse party with some of our friends. So all of a sudden, I have to get ready. Oh my gosh, I told my husband, I go, when you get ready for company to come over, do you worry about how clean the kitchen is, or whether the floor got mopped, or if there's a bunch of stuff sitting on top of the refrigerator, or how organized is the cabinet under the sink in our guest bathroom? He said, no. I said, what do you think about how much pristine clean that guest bathroom needs to be? No. I'm like, you think it's easy to invite people over for dinner, and I don't. I think, oh my gosh, my house is gross. I just got to clean everything. That's how it is. But you know what's cool about having company is you do extra cleaning and then you get to sit and enjoy it. Right? So yeah, I've got to do a lot of cleaning the next few days because we're having that greenhouse party. But I will take pictures of the greenhouse party, basically of setting it all up and making it all pretty, because it's the best it'll ever look, right? And I just wondered if you guys have that, oh my gosh, cleaning moment whenever somebody comes over for dinner. It's like more cleaning than usual, okay? Okay. I keep things pretty good, so it's just the deep stuff. You know, I got to make sure everything, the stuff I might miss, right? So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm going to leave you on a garden tour at the end, so stay tuned for that. And if you like keeping up on that kind of thing, come find me on Facebook and Instagram, because I'm there every day. And I usually do a doggy walk in the morning, and I think I'm going to end the day with my greenhouse, because there's some really pretty, like, the sun sort of sets over there, so we'll see. We'll see. But I just, oh my gosh, it's getting so beautiful. I can't believe that's our yard. It just was nothing before. Nothing. Love it. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And of course, I appreciate the comments. I love visiting with you in the comments. Some weeks I'm better at it than others, but I always read every single comment, and I appreciate every single time you take the time to write something down. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks for just watching, and thanks for coming by. And if you don't mind, a thumbs up and subscribe. That helps me share my videos on YouTube. YouTube likes that. They just do. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye. It's going to be so pretty when all these lights are on. So maybe I'll show that to you next week or on my Instagram. But how pretty is this? Hubby's been busy planting tons of flowers. We have found the sale rack at Lowe's. And so a lot of these are plants that they were just like not watering and letting go of. And I just pointed that out on my Instagram this morning. But basically we were buying plants like these two at full price. And these two right here are rescue plants from the sale rack. And they just got planted, so we'll see if they perk up. But like this one was a rescue plant on the sale rack. And so was this one. And they've just perked right up with water. That's all they really needed. So as you can see, hubby's just been busy planting. He's gonna take rocks and go all the way down here. They're just from the property. We have to just find more. They're everywhere. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, what a beautiful day. As soon as I say that, a noisy car goes by. I don't hear a lot of cars here, but it happens. I told him now we just have to do this whole hillside all the way down to the veggie garden. It could happen. So there it is. I'm gonna have a greenhouse party in a few days. And once everything's cleaned up and ready for company, I will do an even better tour. How's that? So there's two ways to get here. One is this little path that he's made, and now he's working on a new path, new old path, which is right here. This is all steps that they just get covered up with dirt. And then we go down to this garden. So this is getting worked on. Hence why all this stuff is here. Because he cleaned out this whole garden, and it's gonna look just like that one. We've been watering it. Am I making you dizzy? I'll move back. So this should get green like that is green. Okay, I probably made you dizzy, but I didn't fall, so that's good. So there's the greenhouse. So this will be another walkway to go up there. I love these white flowers. Oh, I just want those like everywhere. And the little blue ones mixed in. And this stuff just came up when we started watering. It's so pretty. So Mother Nature planted a lot of this. It just is what it is. There's the greenhouse in the distance. Isn't that lovely? And then I will share this little update. Everything here is going really well. So pretty. Not bad for a not gardener to have this garden. It's really thanks to hubby. Appreciate him so much. Okay, until next time, you guys.